Take? Yes, probably 12. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I'm Mike.
I'm Tonya.
With Fowler Family Farm. Today's video is just going to be an introduction video of us talking about ourselves, our farm, our animals, this barn dominium we live in, pretty much our family and kind of what we do and why we do it.
Who we are.
Yep, basically who we are. I tend to talk too much, so Tonya needs to butt in here every once in a while. She needs to be doing some of the talking too.
Okay.
Just nudge me and tell me it's your turn.
Okay.
All right. First, we're going to start with where we're from. We're both from the same town. Well, technically, Tanya's from a little bitty town just west of where I'm from.
Yes.
I'm from Yukon, Oklahoma, and Tanya's from Banner, Oklahoma. Banner's like literally maybe 4 miles
West of
Yukon. It's a small little community. It does have a school that goes up to like 8th grade. So when did we meet?
Well, we met in 9th grade.
Yeah, we did meet in 9th grade. Well, her 9th grade, my 10th grade.
Yeah. So our friends tried to set us up and it didn't go so well.
No, I wasn't interested and she wasn't interested, and we kind of went our separate ways for
Yeah.
about 2 years probably.
Yeah.
I mean, we knew each other, but we didn't even think about dating.
Yeah. And then once he graduated, the summer of my senior year, we kind of started talking again. And,
Yep. Yeah, I graduated high school. I was playing summer baseball. She was
came
hanging
and
out.
watched his summer baseball.
Well, she came and just sat up in the stands, and I was teaching her how to eat sunflower seeds because she was terrible at eating sunflower seeds. She'd eat one at a time. She'd just pick it up out of her hand and just eat one. I'm like, that's not how you eat sunflower seeds. So it just grew from there. She found out I was working somewhere.
So then we worked together.
Yeah, she went and applied and said, I think I want to work with him. Maybe. Something like that.
I don't know if that's how it went or not. I guess.
So anyway, we started working together at Brahms. It's called Brahms Ice Cream and Dairy. It's a little restaurant locally here, and I don't know, it's in Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas.
Yeah, it's big now.
There's quite a few of them. But that was in our hometown. It grew from there. Tonya finished her senior year. We were dating all through her senior year. When she was in her senior year, I actually went to a school for aviation. It's called A&P school. It's airframe and power plant. I also flew planes in high school. That was my goal, was to be a pilot.
Yeah, no money.
It takes money to be a pilot.
Yeah, we were kids with kids, so.
Yeah, and that didn't work out.
That didn't work
I finished the school as an 18-month, advanced,
And you got your pilot
accelerated program. I got my pilot's license and everything, but it just got way too expensive. So,
Yeah.
but my best man in our wedding is a pilot, and that's how I got started, was through him. So that's pretty cool. So we got married in 1994, October 1st, 1994. Tonya graduated
Downtown Yukon, Oklahoma.
Yeah, Tonya graduated high school in 92. I graduated in 91. So 3 years after I graduated, we were married. 2 years after her. So we were 20 and 21 years old.
And had our first child.
And had our kid 9 months later.
Yep.
Just like that.
Yep.
So we were young. Tonya was still 20, and I was actually still 21 when our son was born.
Young, dumb, and broke.
Yeah, we were definitely young, dumb, and broke. But we were having fun. We enjoyed 99% of it.
We had our ups and downs.
Yeah.
We did good.
Hey, every relationship does. So we had a great time raising our first kid. We were very young. Our second kid came along. That was Braden. That was, and we'll talk about our kids more in depth here in a minute. That was in 98. And then our third kid, Braxton, was born in 2005. A lot of, what?
Last ditch effort for a girl.
Yeah, we tried one more time for a girl. I really wanted a girl, just wasn't in the
No.
works.
I didn't want a girl.
Yeah, God had better plans, I guess.
I got Braxton.
Yeah. I grew up with all brothers. I had no sisters. My real dad, had all brothers, no girls as well. I mean, he had all brothers, no sisters. So
My mom was the only girl. I was the only girl. My niece was the only girl of
Yeah.
their generations. So
a lot
not a lot
guys.
of boys.
A lot of boys, not very many girls.
Yep.
But we got Rai. So
Yes.
Rai Rai's our first grandbaby. Our second grandbaby was Lincoln, and he's a little 10-month-old boy from Braden.
He's so
that's
cute.
Braden's first kid. So I've got little notes here. I'm trying to make sure I go in order. So we will talk about our kids a little more in depth. Or do you want to talk about us more in depth?
Well, just Brendan and his family is our oldest, and they just got back from being in the military for 6 years, and so they are currently living with us at the moment, and so you'll see them a lot on our channel just because they live here.
Tonya did say he lives with us, but he actually lives in our shop. We have
That's right.
that shop's a 30 by 30, but we actually have 12 by 30 sectioned off, and it's
Huge bedroom.
Yeah, it's basically an apartment in there. We are going to add a bathroom in that. It's we put stud walls in, sheetrocked it, tape, texture, all that. So it looks like an apartment. It just needs a bathroom,
Yeah, it just
basically.
needs a bathroom.
We'll get to that down the road. They've been coming over here, showering and using the bathroom and stuff.
And then our middle child is Braden, and he is 24.
He'll be 24 December 30th.
About to be 24.
Brendan, by the way, Brendan is 27. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. Brendan's 20, or see, we get them mixed up
Yeah.
too, so it's okay. Don't
3
worry about
Bs.
it.
The 3 Bs.
Braden is our middle kid.
Yeah.
And he is married to ASHTYN, and they have a little boy, Lincoln, and he's 10 months old.
Yep.
And ASHTYN and Braden were high school sweethearts as well.
Way longer than us. They actually
Yeah.
started dating in like 9th grade.
When they were like 14 or 15. We didn't know it,
Yeah.
obviously, but
Yeah, and they're still going strong, so that's awesome.
yeah. And they live in Yukon, in our hometown. And then Braxton is Braxton, and he's
Yep.
on the channel all the time.
Yeah,
and
Braxton's on all of our, well, not all of our videos. He's in a lot of our videos. He's even got his own little segue into videos. It's called Braxton's Chaotic Kitchen, where he does a lot of cooking stuff. So if y'all love cooking videos, just
check
go
him
back
out.
into some of our old stuff, and there's several of his videos posted.
So that brings us to how we got in Paoli, Oklahoma, which is where we are now, where the Fowler family farm is.
Yep.
So
Oh, by the way, Braxton's 17.
yeah.
So we actually let's back up a little bit. Let's talk about what we do for a living,
Okay.
because that kind of segues why we're out here, for me.
Okay.
So, I am a police officer. I've been a police officer almost 21 years. Before I was a police officer, I did odd jobs. I worked for a shoe company for probably 5 years, and then I worked for Lucent Technologies for 6 years, I think. But I have been a police officer now for almost 21 years. I plan on doing at least 4 more. That'll give me my 25, and I'll get to do a drop back after that. So that'll be really, really nice.
It'll be so fun.
Yep.
I can't wait.
4 years is the minimum. I hope it's the maximum too. If all this goes well, it may not even be 4 years.
We'll talk about that.
We're always talking about that,
We got lots of stuff to do before
Yeah.
then.
so go ahead and tell them what you do.
Okay, I'm a dental hygienist. I worked at Lucent Technologies, and we were both laid off at the same time.
Yep.
And I really wanted to teach, and that just never worked out really. And so I went into dentistry because they paid for it, so why not? And I always kind of had in the back of my head that I kind of wanted to, but I wasn't sure. So it was a perfect transition for me. So I went to dental assisting school, and I did that for 5 years, and then I went back to school, went back to college, graduate school to be a dental hygienist.
Yep.
So that's what I do now.
And she's done that for about 12 years. Dental hygienist. You've done all of
yeah.
it for about 20, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's done.
A little
She's
over
been in the
20
dental
years, yeah.
field for about the same as me, because we started right when we got laid off. I applied for the police department, and she went to
Into dental.
dental. So we've done it about the same length of time.
Yeah.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's been good though. It's really been good to us. It really has. I am a police officer in Oklahoma City, so it is the largest city in Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma City probably has over 1,000 officers. It kind of fluctuates right now. We have a lot of retirements, not very many hires. It's kind of crazy times right now. We're supposed to have around 1,500 officers, but we don't. I think that's probably good enough for what we do. Really what we do and what we enjoy is right here at home. that's just what pays the bills. But this is where it counts.
Those are our jobs. This
Yeah,
is
those
our
are
hobby.
jobs.
This is what we love
I guess
to do.
this is kind of a hobby, but it's really
This is what we love to do. That's
it is
just
what
our
we love
jobs.
to do. So we live in a little community called. I kind of sometimes I say Pauls Valley, sometimes I say Paola. We kind of live between the two, but
Everything we do is in Pauls Valley.
yeah, everything we do is in Pauls Valley. So that's kind of why I say Pauls Valley. And Pauls Valley is about 7 miles away. Paola is about 5 miles away. So it really just depends. But what got us out here and away from our hometown is just the simple fact that we wanted a little more self-reliance. We wanted to depend on ourselves a little more. We wanted to get away from all the hustle and bustle. Where we grew up and where we lived while our 2 older boys were going through school, I mean, that we took them all the way through school, high school,
And it
in
was
our
city.
hometown.
We were cityfied.
Yeah,
for sure.
it was cityfied. I mean,
I grew up on the farm. It definitely wasn't country at all. So.
yeah, but our hometown was a suburb of Oklahoma City, and you couldn't tell where Oklahoma City and Yukon. It just blended in together, so it was one big town. Really, is all it is. We really wanted to get away from that. We've been here since 2017.
Perfect timing, if
yeah.
I might add.
It was a really good
Let me
timing.
add something for that.
Mhm.
We prayed a lot. Some of our friends at the time thought we were completely nuts moving out to the middle of nowhere, and it's been the best thing we've ever done.
And we actually tried to move 2 years before that to another community that was really small, but we bought some property, drilled some wells, and things did not go well.
Yeah.
We spent a lot of money drilling wells, and we hit plenty of water, but it was all salt. You couldn't. They said they couldn't treat it. Is how bad it was. So we ended up selling that property. It took us another year after that before we found this property. So.
Yeah. So we prayed a lot, and
Yep.
here we are.
So that is why we're here, is because we wanted to get away from the city. We wanted some space, and we really wish we would have done this when we got married. Honestly, we really wish we could have raised our first 2 kids on something like this out here on this property. Braxton loves it. He loves being out here, even though there's no kids within a mile of him, or 2 miles really. But
He was
still,
in 6th grade when we came out here, so it
Yeah.
was a little easier for him. Just
yeah, but he loves it. And now my oldest son, Brendan, he wants to be here. He don't want to be anywhere else. This is right where he wants to be. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
It's pretty cool.
It really is. The next thing is our barn. We do live in it's really a shop. It's a 60 by 40 shop. 42 by 40 is our house, and 18 by 40 is our garage. The 42 by 40, me and Tonya have done every bit of this ourselves.
we designed it, we built it,
Yeah.
we put everything in the
That-
inside.
That's why in some of our videos that you've seen, you see like cabinets that aren't finished over here. It's because
We have no money and we have no time.
we're paying cash for everything. We don't take out loans for any of this. So it'll get done.
What? Yeah. I mean, we have a Christmas tree,
Yeah, we do.
and I have a sink now. I didn't always, but I do now.
Hey, if
So,
y'all really
I'm
want to
pretty
go
excited.
crazy, go back to our older videos. We had a utility sink over there
Yes.
that was plastic, and we had plastic tables. What do they call those tables?
Like
The long
white
8-foot
ones,
white plastic
the white
tables.
plastic tables,
Those were our countertops, and it was terrible.
party tables, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But we showed it in our videos.
and we had plastic drawers that were great.
Yeah, that you could roll.
That rolled.
That could roll in and out. So anyway, I've built all these cabinets, every bit of them. I have not finished. Like I still have cabinets over here. I know y'all can't see this, but I still have cabinets over here to do next to the pantry, and then I still have the island to do. And then after that, I plan on buying all the wood at the same time to finish out my doors and my drawer fronts, because I don't want it to look different. I want them all to look the same.
Yeah.
And y'all can see I still have like trim around my windows and
I
door
can't see it.
frames. I know y'all can't see it, so look in some of our videos and just pay attention to some of the details, and you'll see I still have work to do.
Yeah.
Quite a bit. As a matter of fact, our bedroom is the last room we're going to do. It's not even.
I keep the door closed.
Yeah, I don't even have it taped in mud.
I'm
Yet.
about to have a bathroom, so that's great.
Yeah, that shower is about to be done here pretty quick, so we're proud of that. So, like she said, it takes money to build this stuff. So, it's little by little. But we're not in debt with it, you know. So we don't have a $200,000 home loan that a lot of people have, and they struggle with that stuff.
I'm struggling with what we do have. So
yeah, I mean it's
like,
a struggle.
When
just
are we
to
gonna pay this off?
for it. Yeah. So.
And that is an idea that we've probably for the last 15 years have talked about getting out of debt and just trying to apply, I guess, kind of like Dave Ramsey stuff to what we're doing. It's a little different because we spend a lot of money and then we have to, you know, pay it down before we can do it again, you know. So, or save a lot of money and then spend it all at once. Yeah. So
you save it,
it's
but
kind
then
of
you buy a whole bunch at
pull.
once so you can try to finish stuff.
It's been a challenge.
Yeah,
to
but
say the least. It's gonna get though.
It's doing good.
And then I know we're gonna look back and think that these were the greatest times of our lives.
Yeah.
I mean, just
I've enjoyed it. I mean,
we're just living.
I love being able to say that I've built my own house.
Yeah.
I'm building my own house. I love the fact that I can say I
built
this.
that wall right there.
Yeah, Tonya built this wall. It's the most crooked wall in the house, but
I built it.
I'm just kidding.
So I don't care.
And believe it or not, Braxton's helped us. So
Yeah.
Braxton's built some of his walls in his room. He can actually tell people, I built this room. I helped my dad build this room. So it's pretty cool. And Brendan's home now and he wants to help. So he's gonna help me start doing this. And in one of my shower videos, y'all see him help me build the walls for the shower. So
yeah. And he's helping a lot outside too with the goats, because it's the last 2 or 3 years I've really struggled, like in the wintertime, to get out there and do stuff. In the summertime I can do it. I have back injury. In the summertime I can do it, but I'm just slower.
Yeah. Tonya hates cold weather.
But I can't do cold weather.
Yeah. She does not do good.
I hated it before I was hurt.
Oh yeah.
But now,
well, she hated it.
Yeah.
When
now
we
it
were
hurts
young.
too.
She didn't like the cold weather. So.
Yeah. I don't mind working. I'm a hard worker. But
yeah, she'll work for sure.
In the winter or in the summertime.
Okay. The next thing we're gonna go into is our land and who all's out here. So.
Yeah. Our little compound.
Yeah, we call it a compound. It's really not, but we live on
How
30
many acres.
We live on 30 acres. Yeah, we live on 30 acres. It is completely barbed wire fenced, or partial fence, goat fence on some of it, and that's where the 3 acre area is for the mamas. That's all goat fenced.
Which will be changed eventually because we want it all goat.
All of this will eventually be goat fence. Okay, so on this 30 acres, we have 3 ponds. We have a 3 acre pond. We have a 1/4 acre pond over here where the goats are, and then we have a 3/8 acre pond where the cow is, and that's our cattle pond. They're all spring fed by a seep that we have at the top of the property, and this year has been the craziest summer and drought, and that seep still had some water coming through it. Believe it or not, it was very little.
Oh gosh, you would have to dig
dry.
down a little bit.
Yeah, it was dry on top, but there was water still coming through it, and you could see it going down into the.
Well, you can tell just by how fast we got water after it did rain. It was
the groundwater below ground
got so much
filled
drought.
that seep up so fast, and it's still flowing. So it's remarkable. I mean, 1 inch of rain in this area all over can do a lot of good for our property because of that seep.
Yeah.
So out here on the property, obviously we live here in the shop house, barn dominium. Tonya's mom, we call her grandma on our videos. So if you see videos with grandma in it, she lives in the RV right out here, right
You'll
next
see it
to
on
us.
some videos.
Yeah, you'll see it. She moved out here about 4 months ago, probably.
Oh no, it's been longer than that.
Has it been longer than that? Okay. Tonya's
you can find out and put it on the video.
Okay. Tonya's dad passed away several years ago, and she just gets lonely back in Yukon where we were from. So, I mean, that's not the only reason she moved out here. She actually enjoys being out here on the farm. It reminds her of her childhood because she grew up on a farm. So she moved out here on this RV. She loves it out here.
We're doing good.
Yep. My parents are Meemaw and Pawpaw, and they actually live on the furthest 10 acres over in the rock house. That rock house was already here. They live in that.
And that's his parents.
Yeah, that's my mom and dad. So Pawpaw is my stepdad, but he's been my dad for forever, as long as I can remember. I think I was 6 or 7 when he came in the picture, and he's been here ever since. In one of my previous videos, I talk about how my dad's not doing real well. He's got stage 4 cancer. So he's struggling. He's doing okay at times, and there's times he's not doing so good. But they're down there in the rock house. So if you see the rock house in the videos, that's my parents' house. We're always down there. I mean, you'll see it almost in every video, mainly because it's right there by the goats.
Yeah, it is.
And then we have 2 tiny houses up here at the top of the property as well. I have a brother named Kenny that lives in one, and then another brother named Conley that he actually didn't live in the tiny house, he lived in a little RV. He was building the tiny house. He passed away about 3 weeks ago, probably heart attack. So the tiny house he was building out is not finished. Conley was my stepbrother, that was Papa's actual son. He's quite a bit older than me. Well, not quite a bit, he's like 6 or 7 years older than me. You probably won't see them in the videos really much at all. They just don't, I don't think they really like to be in the videos. They come down and help, but they don't really care about the videos.
Kenny feeds the dogs every morning.
Yeah, my brother Kenny does help with some chores. He feeds the dogs every morning.
He's helping a lot with Meemaw now since Papa's sick. Meemaw's home from work, and he's having to help her a lot too, so that's good.
Me and my brother Kenny built his tiny house. We built that one, me and him. The other tiny house, my mom just asked me the other day if me and Brendan and Tonya would try to finish that tiny house so it could just be a bunk house for people to come and stay if they visit. So that's probably going to be on this channel. You'll probably see us build out the tiny house. Not sure when that'll start, but we'll probably get that done as well. Next, we're going to talk about our animals. So what animals do we have out here? I know y'all have seen the goats already. That's our #1 priority is goats. We love the goats.
They're out today. That's why I'm looking outside.
Yeah, they're actually outside. They got out. And y'all see that in a video after this one. You'll see why they got out. So, yeah, it's videoed.
Oh,
I got it on video. But that's okay. The goats won't go anywhere. They stay right around our property. They don't ever get off our property. It's kind of weird how they just stay right here. But yes, goats are our main property. We have 10 mamas this year with 2 bucks. And then we also have 8 doelings, and they're over here behind our house. They're in their own little doeling pen. We keep the 2 bucks in their own pen, and then we have the 10 mamas in the 3-acre pasture. And with the 3 mamas, we have a livestock guardian dog named Silas, and then a pony named Pancake.
Yeah.
With the doelings, we have 8 doelings over here. They're all about 10 months old. They're roughly between 9 and 10 and a half months old, somewhere in there. We have another livestock guardian dog with them, and her name's Yelena.
Yeah.
We also have chickens. We have 9 hens right now, and we just went through a devastating predator problem.
Yes.
A
we
raccoon.
had 23.
Yeah, we had 22.
So
we had,
farm life it is.
Sorry, we had 21 hens and 2 roosters with them, and we're down to 9 hens.
I really wanted some hens so we could have some eggs.
Yeah, we and that all happened within a 3-day period, and we thought we fixed it, but obviously I don't know how they got in. I still can't find it. I can't figure it out. It's escaping
We
me.
don't even know what it is. I mean, we don't.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's
It happens
raccoon
so
because they're all those chickens were missing their head,
true.
so it's a raccoon.
Yeah.
I think they possibly could just be reaching through that fence. Now, don't worry, we've moved them. They're in
the barn now.
They're in the barn now. We have a 60 by 40 barn out here. One corner of it has a chicken pen in it, and that's where our chickens are at now, and they're safe in there. So.
They are. I like for them to be outside.
Yeah, we do too. We like for them to be outside in their natural elements, but right now we're going to have to protect them.
Yeah.
Also, dog-wise, we have 2 Boston Terriers, and that was a video I just put out today. That we're making this video. We're making this video on a Friday. I put out that video on a Friday as well about our Boston Terrier puppies. We love Boston Terriers. We raise Boston Terriers. We love to breed the Boston Terriers because
They're so cute.
yeah, they're cute, and 2, it is hard to find Boston Terriers sometimes. You can look for months and not find anyone have one available, and you may have to go 3 or 4 states over to find one. So that's something that we just it's just something we provide.
Especially like a reputable breeder that you know is not a scam.
Yeah.
So.
It's just something we provide for people. Sometimes we put it on our videos, sometimes we don't.
But our male is Bodie,
Mhm.
and he just got fixed.
Yeah.
And Aria is our female, and she just retired. So
Yeah. So we are done raising puppies for now.
Yeah.
They'll come back. We'll get 2 more later, but right now, first of all, Ari has done 5 litters.
They're our pets, so we never really intended to.
Yeah, she needs to retire. She's done a very good job for us. And Bodie,
he did awesome.
Yeah, he did great. But the thing with Bodie is, if you keep him intact all this time, he's constantly agitated or constantly like wanting Aria to go into heat. So it's time for him to retire as well.
Yeah, he's annoying.
But he's a great dog. He really is. So I do want to bring up, we had our most loved dog we've ever really had in our family was a boxer named Bella. We lost her as a matter of fact, we lost her on October 12th.
She was my girl.
Yeah, we lost her a little over 2 months ago. She was special. She was our farm dog. I mean, she helped us with everything. She was in every single video prior to this. She was in every video. She helped us. She was a big part of our channel.
I don't know if I've been out on the farm
since
very many times without her since.
Oh, yeah.
Like I may be able to count the times I've been out on one hand.
But she would always go with us no matter what. I mean, if we were going outside, she was beating us out the door.
She was.
And she loved being with us. She loved, and if it took us 10 hours, she was with us for 10 hours. It didn't matter to her.
I remember when we first got here, when I first got the tractor. No, it was the riding lawnmower because we didn't have a tractor, and I mowed all of the goat area that you see on the videos, and it's about 7 or 8 acres.
The cattle, not the goats, but the cattle.
With a 0-turn lawnmower, and she followed me the entire way.
Yep. She went. She
and it was
followed
hot
the whole time. Yep.
Yeah.
So I just realized when mentioning this, we forgot to mention we have cows.
Oh yeah.
So we do have
For a minute.
Yeah, we do have 3 mama cows, and they're at my uncle's right now getting bred. And then we have Toro. He is our butcher steer. So he is the only cow we have on the farm right now, and I think he's going to be the only cow we have on the farm
from here on out.
From here on out,
until we buy one from auction.
Yeah.
Or get one from his uncle to butcher. I
think we've decided to go ahead and sell the 3 cows we have, the 3 mama cows. They're all bred, so we can sell them for 2-in-1s right now. So you're getting a mama cow plus she's pregnant, so she'll have a baby with her.
We just can't afford the feed right now.
Yeah, you can't afford the feed. You can't find the hay, and we may have the same problem next year.
And the equipment needed for cows is a little bit much for just 3 cows.
Yeah, we don't have it. So, we don't have that equipment,
and it's too expensive.
Yeah, we try to do things by hand.
I would love to keep cows, but I cannot. We can't.
Yeah. Well, we would have, if we're going to keep cows, we're going to have to go buy the equipment needed for it. Otherwise, we shouldn't keep cows because they're dangerous. They're big.
They are.
It's just not good for us. We can handle the goats. I can actually handle a goat by myself and do what I need to do. I don't have to have equipment.
And it's
nice
still
if
rough.
you do. Yeah, it's nice if you do have equipment for goats, but I can handle them on my own without equipment. One of the last things we're going to talk about here is why are we doing YouTube and Facebook? To be honest with you, for me, it started for the simple fact that if I'm going to video this stuff, I want to create something that my family can look back on forever. My great grandkids, so not just my great grandkids, my great great grandkids will get to know who I am. I don't have that luxury. I don't even know who my grandpa was.
Yeah.
So think about that for a second. I mean, if you knew your great great grandfather, would that not be awesome?
That would be cool.
I mean, that would be cool to know who he is, what he sounded like, what he looked like.
Watch him.
Yeah. Like you can watch. Like I've got 200 something videos out. They can watch me for 200 something videos and know who I am, and they can get a good idea of who this guy is, and they'll know I'm a lot like him, or no, I think I'm more like Nana. Really, I mean, it's amazing. I mean, I love, I'm not necessarily a technology person, but I love this type of technology where you can really make a difference for your family. I mean, this can really make something happen for your family. I mean, I think it's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then on the side
note, it's been a blessing, for sure.
On the side note, I do like to share what we do with other people. I think it's fascinating. I mean,
that has become our favorite thing about it.
Yeah.
And being there for our families kind of
Yep.
was number one, obviously. But this has been something that we've like been surprised
Yep.
about.
Yep.
Followers and people who comment and just you guys.
Yep.
Because I mean, I guess we have a following now.
We do have a small following, and some of y'all we know personally
Yeah.
already. You know,
It's just really cool.
We've
it's
met-
really a blessing.
we've met 5 or 6 subscribers at these little events that we go to that keep in touch with us. That they email us. They don't just leave comments. They actually email us. I've got TC Games. We've become really good friends with TC Games. We talk to him. I talk to him every day. Probably, I would say at least 5 days of the week I talk to him, and it's awesome. I know there's going to be a point where I've got to slow that stuff down because I wouldn't be able to keep up with everything else. But honestly, it's been pretty cool.
Yeah, and we've met a lot of great people, and with the Eldridges, and
I would have never met Crandall and Marcy. We would have never met them if we weren't doing YouTube. I would have never
That's true.
met Brandon, Eddie, and Stephanie, and all the Eddie kids. We wouldn't have met them. 5M Family Homestead. They've helped us a lot too. We would have never met them. So this is just another avenue to build a friendship with people. It's pretty incredible.
and help people.
Yep. So the last thing we're going to talk about is our faith. We are Christians. We believe in God. We believe in Jesus. And y'all know, if some of y'all already know, our motto at the end of our videos is we say, do the good. By no means do we think if you do good, you're going to heaven. That's not our motto. Our motto is through Jesus Christ's salvation, saving us, it allows us to do good things to glorify God.
This makes his heart happy.
Yep. And I get emotional.
Jesus gets us to heaven, and
Yep.
the good things that we do just gives him joy.
Right.
So that's why we do it.
So we have a lot of questions about our do the good motto. A lot of people think you don't have to do good to
You
get
don't have to do
to heaven.
You don't want to.
Well, I'm going to get into it.
Okay.
They need to know.
Okay.
No, you don't have to do the good to get into heaven. Jesus is going to
Did it
save
for
you.
us.
He did it for us. I agree with that, and he did. But by him doing that, and by you living through Jesus Christ, you're going to do good things. So do them. That's all that means.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. So so today is Friday, December 16th, and we have a Christmas dinner tonight. So we wanted to shoot this video before we go to the Christmas dinner. But we have a adult family Christmas dinner we're going to in Oklahoma City, so we got to wrap things up.
Yeah. And it's about to get dark.
Yeah, it is. So, you got anything else you want to add?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has been coming over and following and liking and subscribing and commenting and sharing our videos. It means so much to us, and keep them coming.
Yeah, we love it, guys. We really do.
We had a hard time keeping up with the comments, so forgive us. We can't do that anymore, but we read them.
Yeah, we do read them. I like and heart them, or thumbs and heart them, or
because we read them.
Whatever, Facebook, YouTube, on both. At least we try. But if I literally tried to comment back on every single one of them, I wouldn't get to do this video right here. I would still be leaving comments.
Which is amazing and such a blessing.
Don't stop commenting. We love them.
It's
we love
awesome.
them. And we do read every one of them.
And it helps too. It helps.
It inspires us. It keeps us going. So thank you guys very much.
That was all I had to say.
All right. We love you guys, and we'll see y'all in the next video. Remember, do the good.
At the Fowler family farm, come along and ride with us through this life's journey we go through. At the Fowler family farm, oh, at the Fowler family farm. Come along and ride with us life's journey we go through at the Fowler family farm. All through this life journey we go through at the Fowler